Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hopkins, a man in motion right. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss on that play. And now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Allen going to keep this one himself. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. On 2nd down, here's the option. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
To throw for it on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Titans take over first down at their own 9-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more correct?
Touchdown, Chargers! George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. 21-0 our score after 1. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Allen. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it is 28-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Chubb on the read option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. They set up the screen to Chubb. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Allen now on the sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Titans 8. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Brady's throw brought in by Austin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's got room. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Brady. Austin is there and brings in another one. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown! 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
It's now 4th down.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Flushed out right. He'll go up top here for Hamlin. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. George Kittle from 6 yards away. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Brady. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Tackle that time by Sidney Jones. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Allen going to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
8 yards on the carry. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And again, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Josh Allen. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, now Brady. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Damone Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on second and long. Brady. And his throw is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got to get...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this is pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Allen to throw once more. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That's complete, right around the 8. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Now Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Master, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And some room to work. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. Brady going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And a catch made by Hopkins. But no help there as they'll get to him at the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One final try here for Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Drops it off for Chubb. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
When you think about the strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. On first down, Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now Allen again.
He finds Wilson.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Now Allen.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think